Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is an update on a video maybe a few months ago. I don't know if you all remember when my son decided he wanted to retire from the hobby because he couldn't beat my C10 anymore with his Ferrari, which was based off an Exceed Mad Speed platform. And so I guess he read all the comments and decided he wanted to stay in the hobby, but he wanted a new car. So he didn't want to upgrade his Ferrari or anything. He wanted a whole new rig. So with that being said, he decided to go with he wanted to build one. He didn't want to buy one that was already put together. He wanted to build one. So he ended up deciding to go with a platform like mine. I have the Redcat platform, but he decided to go with the HSP. He decided to go with the HSP Flying Fish platform, which is basically the same thing as the Redcat Lightning platform. They're both the same platform. But anyway, he went with the HSP Flying Fish, and he decided to go with this Mustang body here. This actually is a AliExpress special, and he threw a lot of decal, a lot of stickers on there to make it his own. So the only thing we had to do with this is just punch holes in the body, and it's pretty much, like I said, ready to go. Like I said, he had his own little touches and stuff, but enough of that part. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna open up the hood on this thing and let you all see what's under it. So right now, let me tell you all about this kit before I open the hood up. Now, this kit came with all the parts you needed, chassis and all the parts, and it even came. You had a choice of wheels. You either had a choice of no wheels, racing wheels, or drift wheels. And we decided to go with the racing wheels, which they come unglued, so you have to glue them. And I guess we did a decent job on them. But I don't think we'll use them. We may, on something slower, maybe, I don't know. Because I just really believe these right here just wouldn't hold up with the speeds I believe this car would be able to do. So we'll get those out the way. So now let's get up under the hood here and show you all what he went with. And all this was his decision. He decided to go with all this. I really had no input. I just told him what all the KVs mean and amperage and all that means. So by me, explaining it to him and showing some videos, this is what he went with. So here we go. So with that being said, like I said, we do have some old foam wheels on here. So these are just our testing wheels, because like I said, we just finished putting this together. I helped them a little bit. So we're going to just use these wheels to test it out. And so everything came in this kit. I mean, everything came in the kit except for electronics. And what we end up doing, I did go ahead and put some weights on the front just to be on the safe side, to keep it down in the front. Don't really know if we need it or not, but I just did it anyway. He went with a 100 amp Hobby Wing ESC, as you can see there, for the focus. So he went with the 100 amp Hobby Wing ESC. Now this ESC came off of Banggood as well. I mean, not Banggood, but this came off of AliExpress, but it's made by Hobby Wing. It just doesn't have that HW sticker up there, but it's the exact same one from Hobby Wing. That's who make them. China makes the Hobby Wing, so that's where they're made. So got the Hobby Wing 100 amp ESC. This kit is like the brushless kit because it comes with the threaded shocks. So he does have the threaded shocks in the front and rear, and they're oil field shocks. He done already kind of tweaked the suspension. Got the back raised up a little bit, and got the front. Not necessarily we didn't raise the shocks in the front because we wanted it low, but we did adjust the shock position to keep it from scraping in the front. So now it has a little recovery, a little bounce, as you can see there. All right, in the rear, like I said, it's not a whole lot of movement. You can see it move, but and rebound, but you don't want a whole lot. I mean, because and you'll see once he get rolling with it when we get out there and shoot some videos on it. But the thing that's different with this car, other than mine, is the drive cups. It's metal, it's steel, but just different color. That's all. All right, so we end up going with a MG 995 all Metal Gear servo. It's a speed servo, as you can see, Digi high speed servo. Now I've used these servos in a lot of things. I didn't use the high torque servo made from them, and I've used the high speed torque servo, and they are actually pretty good servos for the money. You don't want to break the bank. And you're just doing something like we're doing. They are perfect for these type of applications right here. I don't know how they'll work on bigger RCs, but I know they're pretty good here on a 10 scale. RCs like this and short course trucks that's in the 10 scale range. But so went with that, and so we end up going with the Fly Sky, as you can see here, radio system. This is the FS GR3E. Now, what I like about this receiver here, and I use a lot of these receivers, is because I can pair them to my Fly Sky radio that holds about 10 cars. So it can hold, the memory holds about 10. So most of my rigs have Fly Skies, and so with his, I had an extra one of these, and I actually had an extra Fly Sky radio around, so I just paired it with it so he can have his own remote with it. So I had a motor fan, a single motor fan here laying around, and I just gave that to him so he didn't have to something he didn't have to worry about getting. So did that, and what he ended up going with, I don't know if I could take this off. He got it in there pretty good. I don't want to take it off. But what he ended up going with was a 7700 kV motor. I wish I can see it. Yeah, I don't want to take it off because I don't know if I can get it. Well, I won't worry about it right now, since I got a camera in my hand, and it's in there pretty good, pretty snug. So, but he did go with a 7700 kV motor, and I'll eventually show you all once we do the testing and all that, and I'll pull it off, and I'll even tell you about the gearing. The gearing is pretty good. I mean, I'm actually a little bit worried, to be honest with you. He has the 48 tooth spur gear, and he has the 23 tooth pinion gear, paired with the 7700 kV motor. So, and that is a 30. I want to say it's a 3660. I think it is. I think that's correct. I think that's a 3660 cam motor. Like I said, 7700 kV motor, and you're rocking those 4823 gears, which I'm running the same 4823, but I'm running 6900 kV. So I think he'll have a little more bang. Not very much. I think it'll still be close, but he may edge me out. So, but we won't know yet until we get out there. We're gonna do our testing. We're just gonna go out there and test it and make sure everything works. Cause we went in, we had, like I said, we had to put everything together. The diff, they were not put together, so I helped them put that together, and we greased them. Both, fill the diff with grease, and rolling pretty good. So I do have some new foam wheels coming for this car. So they haven't arrived yet. So as soon as the weather clears up, because we've been getting a lot of rain here lately. So once the weather clears up, we're going to get out here and test this setup and make sure everything working. So we just want to make sure everything is working properly. We'll put the cars side by side and see who wins that matchup once we test this out and making sure everything is good. Like I said, this kit is the HSP Flying Fish brushless kit. And you know it's a brushless kit because of the shocks. Basically the color and the shocks. I think the brushless system came with the threaded aluminum capped threaded shocks, and the brush one came with the non-adjustable shocks. I think they still had the purple. Yeah, they came with the purple capped shock, but they wasn't adjustable. You had to use those little clips to put in there. So this is where we at. 7700 kV motor, 100 amp ESC. This actually is a 15 kg servo, metal servo, and we're just gonna see what it can do. So I just want to get you all updated on. I just want to get you all updated on this. I thought he was gonna make the video for you all, but he didn't get around to doing it. So I said, let me go ahead and do it and update you all on it. But rest assured, he'll be out there testing it out. That's for sure. He ain't gonna look. He won't miss that day. He will not miss that day. But and another thing, out of all the cars he decided, he could have went with, all the shells he could have went with, he wanted to go with a Ford, a doggone Mustang. And y'all know what Mustang usually do when they get on the gas, especially coming from car shows. They always slam into something. So we're gonna see if he slam into anything. I shouldn't say that shit now. Now I'm a fan of muscle cars, sports cars, and all that. I am a mobile car guy at heart, but I like all muscle cars and stuff. So I just be teasing. I tease all these guys, especially with the Fords in a way. Yeah, I just be teasing the guys. So there you have it. That's his new build. His Ford Mustang build, Ford GT Mustang. It's not a bad little setup, not a bad shell. Like I said, he decided to go with that. He seen that one. That's the one he wanted. I actually thought he would go with maybe an old school Mustang, and since he wanted a Mustang, but he seen this one. He wanted this, so that's what we got him. So, like I said, he had the little labels, little stickers on there to make it his own. Since, like I said, it's already painted. And we got these. The wheel wells are actually cut. They cut a little bit bigger, but they're cut for these wheels here. Because these wheels actually sit taller than these foams. And like I said, these are some old foams, so that's foam probably worn down a little bit. So the foams probably be just as tall as these tires. But if you can see, yeah, these tires fill up that wheel well pretty good. So that's why these are cut. The wheel wells are cut for these right here. Yep. So, but nonetheless, I mean, it's a nice little build for him. Something he was able to put his hands on and say that he did it with some help from me. Yeah, something he can take pride in. And if he beat me, I tell y'all what, y'all will never hear the end of it. I won't hear the end of it. But it's all in good fun. I mean, I tell him, hey, it's like just a competition. I mean, it's good fun competition. It's not nothing personal, anything. Just, hey, go out here and have fun. Just you get beat, you go back into the drawing board, take it back to the shop. You get beat, laugh about it, put it back on the bench, and just upgrade it and make it faster. That's all I told him, that's all you have to do, and I told him that. So if he beats me, I'll be going back to the table and I'll make mine a little bit faster. But with that being said, y'all, this is the end of this video. I didn't want to go too long with this. Like I said, this is the HSP Flying Fish brushless kit that we put together. And so we finally finished it. And we'll have a running video here soon once the weather gets better, dries up around here. And we're going to test it out and see exactly what it can do, y'all. So thank you all for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell for all the new videos that we will be posting here, because we have a lot of new content, a lot of new RCs coming to the channel. Right now, we're just waiting on them to be delivered. That's it. So y'all just stay tuned, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe.